No, I have another bird, but she's in the cage. Come on, bro. I need something taller. Oh my god. Yikes. Hello, Simple. Alright, so I'm just giving the other folks a few more minutes to get here before I start. I need to split this lip balm. Uh-huh. Put some in this one. Kim, hello. Baz, MJ, hello. Davian Bryan, hi. Could I just use my finger? How smart of me. How smart of me. Alright, so take one and put this back in my bag. Alright, guys, let's get into it. Let's go. Former Excelsior High, Waterhouse FC, and Humble Lion footballer Hugh Howell collapsed and died while playing a game of scrimmage on Sunday. He was 39 years old. The hard-tackling midfield enforcer Howell was a member of Waterhouse's winning team in 2005 to 2006 before moving to Humble Lion in 2013 and helping the Clarendon side become serious title contenders during his spell. Waterhouse coach Marcel Gale says Howell was a true leader whose contribution to football was immense. So he just collapsed and died during a scrimmage game. That sounds like heart attack, cardiac arrest. Oh boy, I'm telling you guys, heart disease is dropping people like flies. Hello, Major Smith. In 2023 alone, over 6,000 people died of heart-related issues. Over 6,000. Hey, Sabrina. And the numbers are climbing. The statistics right now for heart-related deaths in Jamaica is that 1 in every 3 persons will die of heart-related issues. So every 3 person that you can count, 1 out of the 3 will die from heart disease issues. Hey, my duplex, how are you? One and only winner. Good evening. Hi. Thank you for tuning in. And Equality for All Foundation, formerly JFLAG, is calling on Cabinet Minister Darrell Vaz to issue a public apology for allegedly encouraging the playing of a song widely known to advocate for violence against LGBTQ plus persons. At a Jamaica Labour Party rally in Clarendon, Southeastern on Sunday, Daryl Vaz, after concluding his speech, requested the DJ to play dancehall group TOK's 2001 hit Chichiman, a song notorious for its anti-gay lyrics. He said, "Soundman, you think me can come off this stage or you know run Chichiman? I'm mad, you're mad man." Oh Lord, Equality for All Foundation in a statement on Monday condemned the act, noting that this represents not only a step backwards for Jamaica's politics, but for the country at large. Do you think Daryl Vaz should apologize? Chad Gordon, thank you. Yeah, high blood pressure is a major concern. It's crazy. Jonathan, hello. One Love, hi. And Doreen Billings, otherwise known as Mama B, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, and founder of Sun City Radio 104.9 FM, has died. Billings died on Sunday following a battle with stage 4 uterine cancer. The radio station said she faced her illness with unwavering strength, grace, and dignity, surrounded by family and the love of those whose lives she touched. Jaja. No apologies necessary. Why do you say that, one and only winner? Why do you say no apology is necessary? We can chat about it. Until you type your response, do you work there? I used to work on TV. I used to read news on TV, but not anymore. Hello, Xavier. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation has corrected the misspelling of the surname of Jamaican sprinter Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce on a street sign unveiled on Sunday. The misspelling of Fraser-Pryce's name was observed during the unveiling ceremony to rename Ashoka Road in the sprinter's childhood community of Waterhouse to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce Drive. The KSAMC issued an apology to the sprinter and committed to rectifying the error. Why? That was so embarrassing. Adrian, no, it's not. No. It was so embarrassing. Like, y'all unveil a sign. Y'all had time to do this. I don't know if she said the lady name spell wrong. That is so embarrassing. Like, second-hand embarrassment did that kill me. Come on. No, I do not read news anymore. Hello, Rob Hemley, Betty's Corner. Hi, Major Smith. Hi. And Jean Russell recalls walking as many as 6 miles from home during the 1980s to attend classes at Hayes Primary and Infant School in Clarendon. Some students there still find it difficult making it to school on time. In April, Russell donated a 2018 Toyota Hiace bus to her alma mater. The South Florida-based entrepreneur told Observer Online that it took her fundraising team 2 years to purchase and ship the vehicle, which was handed over to the school. And that's not bad. I love when people give back, you know? I love that. I love that. You remember my voice? No, you don't. Trust me. And Clarendon police are calling on residents to help identify a man accused of multiple robberies and rapes in the parish. The suspect, seen in photos shared by the police, is allegedly wanted in connection with 4 robberies and 2 rapes that took place in a 24-hour period. The police say the man is considered armed and dangerous. And there's a photo on the Observer's website, and maybe the photo is also on JCF social media pages. So if you want to see, you can look to see if you know that person. Yeah. Clarky, hi. And a Jamaican teacher is behind bars and facing the possibility of being deported to the island after allegedly showing nude photos of himself to one of his students in Florida. Jonathan Rowe, a 45-year-old math teacher at Explorer K8, is charged with distributing obscene material to a minor and using a two-way device during the commission of a felony. According to U.S. media reports, a 15-year-old student told police that he was in Rowe's class and asked the teacher to see a photo that they had recently taken together. Rowe, the teen alleged, began scrolling through images on his phone while occasionally pausing on what appeared to be photos of his genitalia. The student reported that Rowe then asked him to take his phone into the bathroom and take pictures of his own genitalia to show the teacher, which he said he refused to do. Investigators reported that Rowe admitted to having nude photos on his phone during an interview but declined to state whether he had showed them to the student. Rowe was reportedly terminated from his teaching job, and he will not be able to return. Last Monday, he was arrested at his Spring Hill, Florida home and charged. Rowe is reportedly working in the United States on a J-1 visa, which allows foreigners to enter the country for educational or exchange programs. Big old 45-year-old man. Yeah? I showed a 15-year-old boy, little pitney, pictures of your private parts, and then I got tell him to take your phone and go into the bathroom and take picture of him private part. So what wrong with them? What wrong with them people? And now he might get deported, and where am I gonna come back out to come do? Where am I gonna come out to come do? Then I gonna come out to come ball say nothing not go on, and government this and government that, and him can't get no work and house then and comfort. He make it bad for himself. And on to some good news. Jamaica recorded a 25.1% year-over-year increase in arrivals from the Caribbean in 2024, and that's according to Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett. Caribbean stopover arrivals to Jamaica reached 88. Hold on. No, sir. All right. Caribbean stopover arrivals to Jamaica reached 88,200, up from 70,488 in 2023 and 50,154 in 2022. And this represents a 75.9% growth over the 2 years. This means the Caribbean now accounts for 3% of Jamaica's total visitor arrivals, up from 2% in 2022. The ministry cited strong diaspora connections, improved regional air connectivity, and strategic airlift partnerships, and growing interest in cultural exchange and intra-Caribbean travel experiences for the boom. Jesse, thank you. All right. And we're going down the line. A St. Mary farmer was arrested and charged in relation to alleged possession of over 408 pounds of ganja with a street value of more than $6 million. The farmer is 28-year-old Ranil Hoylett of a Three Hills address. The St. Mary police report that around 5 p.m. on Thursday, lawmen responded to an incident in the area when they saw Hoylett, who aroused their suspicions. He was stopped and questioned, and further investigations led them to a nearby house said to be used by Hoylett. The report further stated that when the lawmen entered the premises, they discovered multiple rooms within the house filled with ganja plants hanging from the ceiling and the wall. According to the police, the findings at the scene suggested an operation involving the drying and processing of the illegal substance. 2 motor vehicles were seized, believed to be linked to the operation. Adrian, yes. God of Egypt, you need a job with CVM or TVJ. You sound cool. God of Egypt, thank you. I'm actually a trained news reporter. I'm just retired from traditional media. I used to work at the RJ Glina Communications Group, where I was a news anchor, reporter, producer, desk editor at Jamaica News Network, JNN, and I was also a voiceover talent for TVJ. So I voiced ads for TVJ and I read news at JNN. Michael Sharp was my teacher, he was my boss, he was my mentor. Yeah, but I resigned from traditional media, but I still do this because I love doing it. I won't sit on my talent, which is my voice. I'm not going to sit on it and waste it. So I just do something productive with it, which is to bring the news to people who don't actively watch TV or listen radio or read the newspaper. All right, a joint operation between the Jamaica Customs Agency, JCA, and the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force resulted in the seizure of 16 guns and over 250 rounds of ammunition at a warehouse on Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston on Wednesday. Reports are that about 10:27 a.m., the Jamaica Customs Agency was conducting a routine security screening when anomalies were detected with a shipment. The Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID, was alerted, and during a thorough examination, 16 pistols, 259 rounds of ammunition, and 25 magazines were discovered concealed in the shipment. Director of the FNID, Acting Senior Superintendent of Police, Patrick Rowe, said this seizure is another reminder of the continued work being done to secure the Jamaican borders against illegal items. Delora Green, you can make a lot of money here. How? The only way I'll make a lot of money on here is if here on TikTok or here as in another country. Yeah, be specific. Because if it's TikTok you're referring to, no, I don't make any money on TikTok. I don't really get gifts like that on TikTok, and I'm not going to come on TikTok every day to sit and beg directly like that, and taps and roses and matches and them somebody. So if people don't send me gifts, I don't make money here on TikTok. And my TikTok isn't registered in the US, and I'm not in the US. So I don't make money from views and stuff like that. So yeah, all of this is free labor, unfortunately. Okay, and we are moving down the line. The St. Anne police are searching for the driver of a motor vehicle which mowed down a resident of the parish on Sunday morning. The deceased has been identified as Damien Carr, otherwise called Turks, a 35-year-old laborer of Windsor District, Sentence Bay. Police reports state that about 5:25 a.m., Carr was walking along the AGR Byfield Highway when he was hit by a motor vehicle which did not stop. He was taken to the Sentence Bay Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Sentence Bay Traffic Department is conducting an investigation into the matter. Where are my birds? Wiz is right here. Step up, Wiz. Wiz is right here, and Storm is in the cage. Kiss. 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 Give me one, just one. Kiss. Good job. One more. One more now. Good job. I love you. All right. 9 days talk. Eventually, I guess. A man was killed and another shot and injured in an attack in Hartwell. Most of the money comes from gifts, when people send you gifts. Because I've seen people say they post videos, have viral videos, 1 million views, and them only get all 10 cents on them someday. Bruh. Yeah. So the money that I'd make would have to come from gifts on here. I don't know, send me a gift, so yeah. A man was killed and another shot and injured in an attack in Harborview in eastern Kingston on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Wayne Campbell of Pleasant Heights, Rockford, Kingston 2. Campbell and another man were on St. Thomas Boulevard in Harborview when they were shot by unknown assailants about 5:35 p.m. Both men were assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital where Campbell was pronounced dead. The other man was admitted for treatment. All right, and we are going down the line. The process to reopen GISCO, well, the Alpart facility in Nain, St. Elizabeth, is set to commence in short order. This disclosure comes from Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining Floyd Green, who was addressing the National Minerals Week church service held at the Black River Independent Baptist Church in St. Elizabeth on May 25. That's yesterday. Before closing in 2019 to make way for the modernization and expansion of the facility, GISCO Alpart was credited for its vast contribution to the island's mining sector. And in the process of trying to get Minister Green to come back on my live, and we will ask him to tell us more about this. Tomorrow is his sectoral presentation in Parliament, so anytime after tomorrow, I'll try to get him back on, and also Minister Pernell Charles Jr., the Minister of Labor and Social Security. He was on week before last week or 2 weeks ago. Mariah. Because I used to work there already. Well, I used to work at RJR Gleaner Group, but I was stationed at JNN, and I used to voice commercials for TVJ. And JNN is TVJ's cable station, news cable station. And I used to voice commercial for TVJ, and then I was being promoted to go over to TVJ, but I went over there 2 days and go back over JNN to stick up under Michael Sharp arm because I wasn't ready to leave him yet, and I preferred working with him. Yeah, so I didn't go over to TVJ. And then I resigned from the RJR Gleaner Group and went to do communications for Minister Pernell Charles Jr. for a couple of years. And then I was so I started working with Minister Pernell Charles Jr. in 2019. So I was with him I was his communications person he was at the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Then he was moved to the Ministry of Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change. And then when he moved to Ministry of Agriculture, and then I stopped working with him after that, and now he's at Ministry of Labor and Social Security. But yeah, we're still close. I'm actually his little sister. He adopted me because he doesn't have younger siblings. Hello, Pedrodon. Yeah, and then after that, I was public relations manager at the National Fisheries Authority, which is under the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. Yeah, and then I left, and now I'm working in a family-owned business and focusing on that and also my foundation. Right, Wizzo? Right. Give me a kiss. Kiss. Look. Wiz. Wizzo. Wiz. Kiss. No one. If you don't kiss me, I'll put you down, you know. Alright, come. Okay, you now kiss me. Kiss. Yes, kiss.
Yes, kiss. And stop playing with me. Kiss. Thank you. You love the rampini? I'm not ram. Kiss. See him little face? He's enjoying this. You like that? Kiss me, rub it again. Kiss. Kiss. Good job. God of Egypt? Ah, no, this is a cockatiel. You need a pet? If you want a bird, I could give it a contact for the person that I got my birds from, and my birds are tamed. So like this morning, Storm, that's the white bird, she fly away, go over people property. This morning, I have to run her up, run across the road, go for her, because she fly away gone a people yard. And a couple weeks ago, we fly away go people yard too. Yeah. All right, back to the news. Moving on. Right, Whistle? Right? All right. All right. Hold on. Because I now feel the AC and the fan not. Ah, there we go. Too hot, man. The man accused of murdering veteran journalist Barbara Gale has been further remanded for the continuation of his plea and case management hearing on July 21. Travis Ellis, who is charged with murder and robbery with aggravation in connection with Gale's murder last December, was in January remanded for a psychiatric evaluation. The Home Circuit Court was informed that the evaluation was done but that the report is outstanding. In the meantime, the prosecution was ordered to disclose two newly obtained documents, forensic DNA and biology certificate, to the defense by June 13. Gale, a respected retired journalist who was still writing for the Gleaner, was found dead at her Caymanes estate home on December 17 with multiple stab wounds and blunt force trauma to her head. Ellis was last seen with her on Monday, December 16. Investigators alleged that the defendant broke into a house on the day Gale was last seen alive. It is alleged that after breaking into the house, the suspect, in a bid to elude security personnel, ran to phase 1 where he went to Gale's home. It is alleged that he later attacked Gale inside her house after engaging her in a conversation. Her GLA 180 Mercedes-Benz was found along the Dyke Road in Portmore, St. Catherine, a day after she was found dead. It is believed that Ellis drove the vehicle to the location after Gale's murder. Ellis is being represented by King's Counsel Tom Tavares Finson and attorney at law Donahue Martin. Psycho, okay. No, this is not TVJ News. This is my TikTok page. Is it true birds raising good for heart problems? I'm not sure about that, but I do know that they bring me a lot of joy. Hello, Simon. I love you. Kiss. Kiss. Good job. I love you. I love you. I love you, my whistle. Come here. I love you, Missy. He's my baby. I love him so much. You see, he's so cute. I love you, Whistle. All right. We're moving on in the news. The St. Catherine South Police are probing the shooting of a 29-year-old mechanic on Port Henderson Road in Portmore Friday night. The man was along the roadway around 11:10 p.m. when he was pounced upon and shot. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was admitted. Investigators have not yet established a motive for the attack, and the police criminal investigation branch is leading the probe. West Central, St. James. Good night. Hello, Trevor Johnson. Dimples, too cute. Hi. Wayne, hello. All right. And we're going down the line. We're almost finished. Vivian Swaby, thank you. All right, waiting for this to load. Archie, hello. God got me covered. Hi. A serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, a serving member, as in a current police officer in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, was arrested Saturday night after being found in a stolen vehicle in Portmore, St. Catherine. The JCF, in a statement on Sunday, says that a swift and coordinated response by members of the St. Andrew South and St. Catherine South Police Divisions led to the successful recovery of the vehicle and the apprehension of the policeman, a detective corporal. According to the police, the incident began at approximately 11:10 p.m. on Saturday when they received a report of robbery with aggravation along Colleyville Avenue in Kingston 20. The complainant, a 19-year-old InDrive taxi operator, reported that he had been robbed at gunpoint by an individual who entered his vehicle and forcibly took control while it was in motion. He managed to escape unharmed and quickly contacted the authorities. Acting on the report, the Police Emergency Communications Center triggered a rapid cross-divisional operational response. The vehicle was electronically tracked to a location in St. Catherine. The vehicle was intercepted and recovered along Dyke Road near the Jamworld complex in Portmore through a coordinated effort involving both St. Andrew South and St. Catherine South police personnel. During the operation, an individual found inside the vehicle was identified as a detective corporal. He was taken into custody at the scene. The police say a search of his person yielded a Glock 17 9mm service pistol, 2 magazines, and 34 rounds of ammunition, all government-issued equipment belonging to the JCF. He was also in possession of his official police identification. The police say the vehicle was transported to the Greater Portmore Police Station, where it was processed by members of the Scene of Crime Unit. Several potential forensic exhibits were collected. The officer remains in custody pending further investigations, which is being led by the Criminal Investigations Branch. What may I tell you? Such a calm bird. Yeah. Because he loves this. Carol, thank you. He is really a cutie. All right, and last Thursday, this happened last Thursday, an investigation is underway into the abduction and sexual assault of an 11-year-old girl in St. Catherine. Reports are that about 1 a.m., the child was abducted from home at knife point and sexually assaulted. She was subsequently released and related the ordeal to her relatives. The matter was reported to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, CISOCA, which is leading the investigation. All right. Let's see what else is going on. The Firearm Licensing Authority, FLA, says it will have to do more to educate licensed firearm holders about the care and protection of their weapons. This follows an incident in Ingleside, Manchester last week, in which a 4-year-old girl, Jaya Grinnell, died from a gunshot wound to the head. The child's mother reported to the police that she had put her children to bed and went to the bathroom. She said her licensed firearm was in her handbag. Ah, boy. So she says her gun was in her handbag. She went to the bathroom after putting the kids to bed. Boom, in the bathroom, and hear explosion, and come run out, come see our daughter with gunshot wound to her head. And yeah, the 4-year-old baby died. Do you work for any news agency? No, Dimples. I used to. All right, I'm gonna read this one already. Major crimes are down by 30% in the police area 4 between January 1 and May 21 this year when compared to the corresponding period in 2024. That's according to the head of the Area 4 Assistant Commissioner, Michael Phipps. Area 4 consists of 5 police divisions: Kingston Central, Kingston West, Kingston East, St. Andrew South, and St. Andrew Central. According to ACP Phipps, Kingston Central recorded 7 murders, 6 fewer than the corresponding period last year. In Kingston East, there were 8 murders, 17 fewer than the 25 recorded over the same period in 2024. In Kingston West, there was a 10% reduction, while in St. Catherine Central, the reduction is 42%. In St. Andrews South, 36 murders were recorded over the review period this year, compared to 37 in 2024. ACP Phillips says overall, there were 37 fewer murders across Area 4 over the first 140 days this year, compared to the corresponding period in 2024. Meanwhile, the ACP says 231 illegal guns have been seized in Area 4 since the start of the year. He notes that over 6,000 rounds of ammunition have also been seized. Gregory, hello. Dimples, thank you. All right, so Prime Minister oh my God, what me just like to say a while ago. Hello, stop it. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is welcoming the completion of the Rio Copre water treatment plant in St. Catherine. The Prime Minister says the project has been dogged by fiscal challenges since it was conceptualized in 2009. Prime Minister Holness visited the plant on Wednesday. He broke ground for the $77 million facility back in March. It will be able to transfer 15 million gallons of water to benefit approximately 600,000 residents in Kingston and St. Andrew, Spanish Town, and Portmore. The Prime Minister notes that the plant will lessen the burden carried by other water sources. The Prime Minister credited Water Minister Matthew Samuda and the National Water Commission for working to ensure the project came to fruition. Yellow Smith, no, if you're referring to my bird, this is a cockatiel. Right, Wizzle? Let me kiss. Kiss. Mwah. Good job. One more. Kiss. One more. Yes, the man look for you. Mwah. Good job.
Mwah. 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 Oh, because you want me to rub your head, you give me so much kiss. And so you have sense. And I see how you have sense. Because every time, because that's how I trained him to give me kisses. Like when I was training him to give kisses, I'd say the word, do the action, and then reward him. Give him head rubs and say, good job. So you see him kiss me up a while ago. And sometimes I have to beg for a little kiss. And so you have sense? You think him easy? You think him easy? Mwah. Mwah. Look here. Look, hey, you think him easy? Kiss. Good job. Guys, a new and apparently more infectious variant of COVID-19 has been detected in the US after cases surged in China. Oh my God. There's no... Whistle. Ah, you don't know you should fly off when you want to do that. There's no evidence that well, according to the World Health Organization, there's no evidence that the virus is more severe. Hold on, wait, let me wipe off. You don't say if you fly off when you want to do that, whistle. Alright, let me take that from top. A new and apparently more infectious variant of COVID-19 has been detected in the US after cases surged in China. According to the health organization, the World Health Organization, there's no evidence that the virus is more severe. NB1.8.1 have a greater ability to bind to human cells, which suggests the strain could be more transmissible. Lord God, we can't take no more. Oh, he did do this. He did do this before he pooped. Yeah, so whenever I'm on to that, him usually fly off and go do him thing. My bad, Whistle, you couldn't come down. Go on, bye-bye. Bye. Good night. When he's ready, he'll walk to the cage and go in bed, and make nice for me come cover the cage. Nizzle, thank you. You trained at Media Technology Institute? No, I went to school at Northern Caribbean University, NCU, the best university in Jamaica, by the way. And I was mentored by the late, great Michael Sharp. Yeah. I miss him so much. Oh God. Miss him, miss him, miss him. All right. Let's see if anything else breaking came in since then. Alright, not really seeing anything else that's breaking. And that's it for the news, guys. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, that's it for the news, really. I have so much to do. and I started back school. I'm going back to school, so I have work Monday to Friday, then classes on Saturdays. So my only free days are Sundays, and of course I'll have to study. And I started back gym today. I've been cleared to start working out again. Today was rough, I'm not lie, because for the newbies here, I have heart disease. I wear a battery in my heart. I have a rare and progressive heart disease, and that doctors theorize that is the heart disease that led to me getting blood clots in my lungs in 2023 that almost killed me. And those blood clots left my lungs damaged, severely damaged. My current lung function capacity is 49%, and my lungs will never be, well, according to science, my lungs will never be 100% again, but we can improve it from 49%. So one of the steps is with exercise and breathing exercises and physiotherapy and taking Viagra, which I haven't bought. I'll know. My doctor prescribed Viagra, and I haven't started taking them as yet. Yourself, hello. I haven't started taking the Viagra as yet. Yeah, so I'm back on my health and wellness journey of exercising and, you know, clean eating. And I'll take you along my fat loss journey, well, weight and fat loss journey. I'll take you with me. I'm also I'm a certified fitness trainer, but I haven't trained people in a while because life kept lifing, you know, sick, hospitalized, lung disease, can't do a bag of things. So now that I'm starting to work out to rebuild myself back to a certain level, when I get to a certain level, then I'll start taking clients again, and I'll start training people again. So y'all can look out for that soon. You know, we'll build our little fitness community, and we have our training sessions to get you fit, help you lose weight, help you gain weight. Because I used to exercise to gain weight, and now I'm exercising to lose weight. Yeah. Make sure you stay away from dairy products. Yeah, I don't consume a lot of dairy, you know. But I do like cheese. But yeah, I do like cheese, but I don't eat it very, very often, like every single day. I don't drink raw milk like that. I don't consume a lot of dairy products, if I'm being honest. Use great mullein oil. I've heard about that, you know. I plan to try it. I plan to get the leaf, the tea. I plan to try it. Yeah, I have to be very careful of the natural products that I use, because the natural products, like even some natural teas, some natural bush tea, they wouldn't work so well with the current medications that I'm on, because I'm on medications for my heart, medication for my lungs, blood thinners, medication for my nerves, because I have nerve damage in my neck, which affects my head, my neck, my shoulders, my back, my hands. So my goal is to exercise, eat clean, and try find natural ways of healing myself. Even if I don't heal myself 100%, you know, get to a certain point where I feel better, my conditions don't affect me as much, my heart disease won't get worse, my lungs won't get worse, you know, all the other issues that I have won't get worse. Jamaican girl. Long story. Long story. I'll have to share my story another night. I have a rare and progressive heart disease. I'm battery operated, and I also have lung disease and all sort of something. Hey Alice. Yeah, Delora, I drink a lot of water. This is half gallon of water. I drink this daily. Yeah. No meat eating. To be honest, I don't think I'll stop eating meat. um, yeah, my doctor does recommend that, but because based on my conditions and my fitness goals, I need animal protein in my diet. There's only so much beans me can name forget the required amount of protein that I need daily, and I'm not a beans person, so yeah, me can't sit down and name 10 pound of peas forget the amount of protein we need for the day. So before me eat 10 gallon of peas, forget little protein, I will eat a chicken thigh and a leg, baked or stewed, not fried, and that will do. Hello, Bean. Hello, Opal. How are you? Yeah, I can do that. No meat, something there, to be honest. Yourself? Yeah, that's the plan, to use the leaf as tea. That's the plan. That is the plan. How much tablets I take daily? At one point I was taking 17 pills a day. Now I take, well, I take several throughout the day, but the two most important ones that I have to take as soon as my eyes open in the morning, my heart medication and my blood thinners. I have to take those the first thing as I wake up. And then as I go throughout the day, I take some pain meds. I take meds for my nerves, for my head. Yeah. Shan, awesome. Hi. Keshanti, hi. You know, say, say a couple months ago, I asked about you. I saw Jonathan and I asked him when last him see you. So, so you guys know when I share my story, I'm very open because, you know, it's raising awareness. So with the lung disease, right? I'm on blood thinners, and blood thinners, they prevent your blood from clotting. So I bleed easier. I bleed more. No. If I get bruised or cut, I'll bleed a lot. So I have to avoid getting cuts and bruises and all of that, right? Some people might say this is TMI, this is too much information, but this is reality. I'm telling you anyway. So being on the blood thinners, it means I have heavier periods, and I already had heavy periods because I have endometriosis. With the endometriosis, which gives me very painful periods and heavy periods, some years ago my gynecologist put me on birth control to help with, to regulate my period and to help with the pain management. Since getting the blood clots, my heart doctor said, do not even look at another birth control. Don't even think about it. Because the birth control could have been a contributing factor to me getting the blood clots in my lungs. So I can't take the birth control anymore. So I'm literally raw. I'm literally raw dogging my period from 2023. So every month it fouled me up wicked. The pain, the cramps, and then now I'm on blood thinners, the heavy bleeding. Listen, today I was at work. Have on my underwear, have on my pad, have on my jeans pants, sit down and do my work, get up. My coworker come to me and say, you on your monthly? Me say, yeah. And she say, oh, your pants mess up. People, you don't want to see. You don't want to see. A good thing, me did bring a change of clothes because I had planned to work out after work. So me have to do some changing, and my boyfriend did have to carry one underwear and painkiller come give me from home, and me change off and put on the tights and them something there, and boy, me tell you, me can't. It rough, it not easy. Me can't bother like. And then my cousin had asked me if I use tampons, and I had to tell her I used to sometimes, but because I bleed so heavy now, being on blood thinners. The last time I tried to wear a tampon, it was literally sliding out because it had so much blood in such a short time. But I have to hurry up and go take it out. So, yeah. Shelly 22. Yeah, endometriosis not nice, man. I grew with my grandmother always having my bag. You always have panty in your bag or pad in your bag? I always have my little pouch with pad, panty liner, tampon and them something. I don't walk with extra panty. I have to start do that for real. I have to start walk with some bingo in my bag for true. Antoinette Fancy Face. What kind of medication do you take for your heart? I take atenolol. Yeah, I take atenolol. But it's not nice, guys. I tell you, it's not nice at all. It's Abadan, thank you. It's not nice. It's rough. It's a struggle. I'm in pain and discomfort every single day. I haven't had a pain-free day in years. The pain is either heart-related, lung-related, now that I have lung disease, or scoliosis-related. So I'm always having back pain or nerve pain because of the nerve damage in my neck. Either my neck will kill me, or my shoulders, or my head, or my hands. Jesus Christ. No, sir. Sometimes I want a break, bro. Sometimes I want a break. And then the thing is, if I should express every single time I'm in pain, people would think I'm lying. Like some people used to think I was lying when me used to complain so my heart hurt me. Or say me tired. Yeah, or people used to think me I do it for attention. But trust me, having heart disease, I already had breathing problems, so shortness of breath, right? And now I have the lung disease where my lungs are now functioning at 49%. And now I have breathing problems. People, for beard and dry off, I'm out of breath. For laugh, I'm out of breath. If I'm laying on the bed, I may turn from one side to the next, I'm out of breath. If I get up off of the bed, I'm out of breath. Brother, in a nice, I tell you, it's do nice. Sometimes I really want a break. So like right now, my back will kill me. Like my lower back, I rip out. My lower back, I rip out. Not tell a lie, in a nice, but we have to go and roll out, you know? I have to tough it out. It's a lot, man. I not tell a lie. Then I have to go doctor often for heart checkups, now lungs checkups, and a CT. Mind you, a CT scan is like $70,000. Yeah. I have to do regular heart tests to check on the progression of my heart, because as I get older, my heart is going to get worse. According to science, not according to God. So we have to do regular tests and checks to see how it's doing. We also have to check up on the battery so that we can see how much time it has left and all of that. The current battery that I have for my heart, it has like 2 years left. So in 2 years, I'll have to take it out, do surgery, take it out. That will be surgery number 6. To take it out and put a new one in, and a new one is going to cost me like 25,000 US dollars. Do I have the first dollar towards at 25,000 US? Oh no, I do not. But what am I gonna do? Because it's hard to save, because I don't have health insurance, because places like Sagicor say, oh, you're too high risk. So I don't have health insurance. So everything I do is out of pocket. Surgeries, hospital fees, medication, doctor's visits. And I go to the doctor so often, I cannot be out of medication, yeah? And sometimes things happen in between, because like just some months ago, my heart started giving trouble out of the blue. I go to my doctor and him say, okay, to find out what's wrong, you have to do these tests. And just so, $128,000, just like that. And I don't have health insurance. I may have to do the test then. What am I gonna do? I have to do them because I have to get to the bottom of it, because it can possibly save my life. We don't know what going on with my heart, yeah? So I can't not do them. And me now go take them the chance there and say, oh, I'm not gonna doctor, maybe I guess. Yeah? No, my love, I'm not take them a chance there. If my mother did got doctor and she forgot doctor, fear heart disease wouldn't kill her. So I'm not take them a chance, them my love. As me feel anything unusual, me say, who that? Call my doctor them any hours a night, and once them see me I call them answer, because me and them have a relationship like that. My condition is very rare, so I don't know any doctor know about my condition or can treat it or manage it. So anything happen to me, it's Dr. Stevenson or Dr. Irvin. One out of them two there. Fancy Face 33, hi. Dimples, thank you. Where you go for your lungs? Well, I see about my lungs, I see my cardiothoracic doctor, Dr. Irvin. He's my heart doctor, but I have to see him for everything. So he manages me. But to do the tests for my lungs, I did the pulmonary function test at Heart Institute of the Caribbean. That's where I did the test. Yeah, that's where I did the test. Sharika Ashman. Yeah, just I got them sent me to high risk. And I can tell you that a policeman has a higher chance of being on duty and getting shot than my heart disease killing me right now. I'm divinely protected. Can tell you that. But what me I gotta do? I just saw them system said me can't do nothing about it. And I want to live until I'm 109 years old. So I just have to do what I have to do to make sure I stay alive, right? What meds I take for your lungs? I'm taking blood thinners now. I'm taking Eliquis. Eliquis no, but before that I was on another one. I don't remember the name, but they had to take me off because when I was on those blood thinners, I was bleeding from every hole in my body. Those blood thinners had me bleeding from my front door and my back door for no reason at all. So they had to take me off them, and being on Eliquis, I don't have that problem. My heart condition is arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia. Basically, the right side of my heart is severely diseased. The right ventricle is affected. The ventricular wall is affected. The right side of my heart, the wall is thinner than it should be. I have 2 leaking valves, one on the left, one on the right. My heart is slightly enlarged, and my heart beats fast and irregular to the point where I can go into cardiac arrest just like that. So this battery in my chest, this is my safety net. It monitors my every heartbeat, and once it detects anything abnormal, it gives me therapy. So sometimes my heart rate will fall too low, and it has to act as a pacemaker and bring my heart rate up. Or if my heart is beating too fast, it shocks my heart to slow it down. And those shocks, boy, I feel like a horse I kick me on my chest, brother, may I tell you. I'm not love you. I don't love you at all, but what I gotta do it to save my life. The first time this shit shocked me, I message my doctor when he done shock me. I said, look here, I come in and I take you out back. But I want to take you back, take you out. And yeah, while it was shocking me, I was out of it. I was disoriented, dizzy and all of that. So I leaned down on my big brother and it run through his body. It shocked him too. So if I touch you while I'm getting shocked, you'll get shocked as well. I'm affected by loudspeakers, chainsaws, jackhammers, drills, cell phones. My phone have to always be over my right ears. Can't use it over the left side of my body. I trigger alarms at airports. So I have to walk when I'm traveling. I have to travel with my medical card to show them that you can't use the security wand on me, and I can't pass with the regular metal detector thingy because it can cause it to malfunction.
Cola, are you with any charity program? I run a charity. Yeah, I run a charity. So I have a heart foundation. It's called the I Have a Heart Foundation. I started to raise awareness for heart disease and advocate for the needs of people living with heart disease like myself. We were officially registered in 2013, but the idea came to me when I did my very first heart surgery in 2012. I was in the hospital, just do my first heart surgery. Lungs collapsed the day after. I lay down on my back on the oxygen, can't move, can't do nothing. And I think to myself, I say, God, if I make it out of this, I have to do something to help other people who might go through this, or we go through this. And I started the foundation, and to date I've done school tours with the regular blood drives. The last one was September gone, next one is September coming. We've done 12 blood drives so far. We've collected over 300 units of blood, saving over 1,000 lives. Our advocacy led me into a meeting with the Prime Minister, and from that meeting the government offered 2 full scholarships for perfusion medicine. So 2 students are studying perfusion medicine right now at UWI. Well, they're training at UWI Hospital, and in August when they finish their studies they'll be the 2 newest perfusionists at UWI Hospital. Also we're part of a joint initiative where we sponsor financially challenged or indigent or people who don't have the money and need heart surgery. We sponsor them with free heart surgeries. Between 2019 and March of this year, we have assisted 53 people with free heart surgery so far. What else we do? Yeah, I think that's what I can't remember for now. We're also internationally recognized. No, I'll post about that soon, but we're now internationally recognized. And among that global thing, my foundation is the only Caribbean foundation, only Jamaican foundation. Yeah. So I'm maybe not go and do something, you know. That's my purpose in this life, to improve lives one heart at a time, and my mission is to live to 109 years old, because the same heart condition took my mom when she was 39 and I was 9 years old. Therefore, I'm going to pass all the 9s: 39, 49, 59, 69, 79, 89, 99, and 109, because my extra. I'm going to 109, and my exercise and eat right. So my 109, my trunk piece of woman, and nobody not feel wipe my ass and son me and them something there, yeah? And a part of my mission is to also take other people on that journey with me, help people live long and healthy lives, heart healthy lives, because heart disease is the leading cause of death in Jamaica. I'm telling you, 2023, over 6,000 people died of heart disease in 2023. I don't get the statistics of 2024 yet, but I can tell you it's higher than 2023, yeah? And a lot of these heart disease deaths are preventable. People don't have to die from heart disease with early screening, early detection, regular screening, eating healthy, exercising, not smoking, drinking, you know, eating the bag of fatty food and oily food and them something there. Them something that are good food. When you see the footballer, I play scrimmage football Sunday and just drop down and dead during the football match, heart attack or cardiac arrest that. I'm telling you. Heart disease is dropping people like flies. And please guys, nobody come with the vaccine talk. Oh, the vaccine or the vaccine. I don't even know if the man take vaccine or not. Do not blame vaccine. People have been dying from heart attacks and cardiac arrest from before COVID and before the COVID vaccine. So please, let's just not. Let us just not. Heart disease is a real thing. It is an issue. And my purpose in this life is to raise awareness. I'm gonna know what go on with heart disease, help you prevent heart disease. If you don't have it, help you manage it. Yes, Wizzo.
Yes. You not got your bed. Kiss. Thank you. Come go on your bed. Alright. Let me catch up on the Sharika Ashman. Yeah, palpitations are, oh my god. Hi Moons. I know how the palpitation thing go. I just believe God is going to give you a big miracle. I believe so too, in his own timing, yeah? Definitely. Thank you for the roses, Dimples. Tashi. No, for true, me know nobody can son me girl. Jella, you're the strongest person I know. Ah, God will surely reward you. I believe that as well. I believe that. Yes, yes. You need to go to your bed. You know, say you're too spoiled. You're not a bit well. You are a baby. But still, stay right there, so. Savage Rush, you're a strong woman. Thank you. I try to be. I really try to be. Wizzo. Wiz. Oh, thank you, Dimples. Wiz, stop. Yeah, am I getting miserable? He wants to go to bed. Hello, Ian Beckford. Yeah, I try to. Yeah, I have to stay strong because I have to fulfill my mission. Mission 109. I have to live until I'm 109 years old, yeah? For those of you here, TikTok is mostly, well, TikTok is news, but I share my personal stuff on my Instagram. My Instagram name is the same as this on TikTok, and for those on YouTube, it's the same thing. This is abs, so you can no, I don't see Miss Maggie. So you can follow me on Instagram. That's where I post the personal stuff about my journey and all of that. Hi Rhyme Nation. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, please and thank you. So I can monetize my YouTube. Yeah, and watch the video them over there so I can get back my watch hours. I've been losing, I lost over 400 watch hours. It's so, bruh, if you give up, you know. Cause I said I want to get monetized so I can start making money from YouTube, so I can start, yeah, sustain myself, because living with them bag of health condition is very expensive and I don't have it. Ram Nation, me lose over 400 watch hours. Boy, may I tell you, discouraging bad. That pinned comment, guys, is the name of my YouTube channel. Beatrice Douglas, hello. Yeah, so the pinned comment is the name of my YouTube channel. So go over there and subscribe and watch the video them. Just click playlist and put it on loop and turn it down low and go about in the business and just make it go on run. I must hail up Miss Maggie. Hello, Miss Maggie. I know you smile right now because I say Miss Maggie. Guys, Miss Maggie is my aunt. She's my favorite auntie by my dad's side. And she watched me every single night. Every night. Every day she messaged me, asked me, voice note me, you coming on tonight? Because she have to watch me before she go to bed. Yeah, Rhyme Nation, big up Miss Maggie. Fun fact, she's so supportive. When I just started my foundation and I wanted to get it registered, she gave me the $30,000, I think, back in 2013. She gave me, I think she gave me the $30,000 to register my foundation. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yes, Phil, that's a very nice auntie, may I tell you. Yes. Alright, guys. Please, hold on, let me pin back the comments so I can see. Please, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Because I'm soon gonna left for now because I'm gonna do a little bit of studying. If I can, come back a hot man. I just want to lie down and go on my bed. Big up Miss Maggie again here. Yeah, and go on my bed. So until tomorrow, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the the positive words, the good energy, words of encouragement, the engagement. For all those who sent gifts, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All who shared the live, those who are liking the live, thank you. I appreciate it. The dust is coming tomorrow into Wednesday, and the place are hot already. Guys, the Saharan dusting is coming tomorrow into Wednesday. So the place are gonna just extra dusty and musty and hot and miserable. Lord God. I can't bother already. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in.